Did you know that in the year 2014 alone, there were 1 in 5 children between the ages of 13 and 18 that suffered from a severe mental illness? I'm telling you all this statistic today because I believe that mental illness is something that we all truly struggle with, whether it's someone that we know and care about or ourselves personally. And mental illness ranges from a variety of anger issues, depression, anxiety, drug addiction, alcoholism. The list goes on and on. But what if I told you there was a healthier solution than taking a prescription drug, or sitting in a room with a therapist one-on-one and putting all your pressure and emotions and thoughts out on the table? And what if I told you that that healthier solution had to do with horses? Well, there's an association that does just that. It's called the Equine Psychotherapy Association. Today I'm going to tell you how equine psychotherapy is utilized for struggling teens to find a healthier solution rather than just continuing or picking up negative ways of acting out. Today I will inform you what exactly it is, how it works, and how it benefits. I'm sure many of you all are thinking, what's equine psychotherapy anyways? Well, according to egola.org, it's a collaborative effort between a licensed therapist and a horse professional working with clients and horses to address treatment goals. Across the United States today, there are hundreds of establishments that practice this form of rehabilitation, and there are so many success stories, especially teenagers, that have been able to triumph over their own personal physical and or emotional life difficulties. And now that you know a little bit more of what equine psychotherapy is, I'm going to tell you how it works. And basically, it's teens that interact and connect with horses through several activities, whether it be grooming, walking, riding, or games that provide insight. For an example of the games, I was watching a video on YouTube posted by A Bit of Hope Ranch that went into a session with a young lady, and the instructor had her take 3 feeding buckets, and on each of the feeding buckets write a temptation that stuck out to her the most. The first being alcohol, the second being drugs, and the third being peer pressure. Then the instructor took a handful of grain and put it in each of the buckets. The girl's direction was to try and guide this horse through these temptations without the horse taking a bite of grain. And at first she struggled. But she soon realized that with a little more work, a little more effort, and a little more control, she was able to safely guide this horse through these temptations. This little bit of insight allowed this young lady to be able to apply this into her own life to help with her own temptations. And now that you know how it works, I'm going to move on to the benefits that it provides. According to Hugh McBride, the author of Equine Therapy, How Horses Build Better Lives, he says that it helps teens work through internal struggles and rebuild positive interpersonal relationships. And even more so, it creates greater empathy and nurturing. For so long, these struggling teens had so selfishly only focused on themselves. So this relationship with a horse teaches them how to care and how to love to another being. I'm sure you all are thinking that, yeah, this sounds great, but does it really work? Well, going back to the video I talked about earlier, I'm going to show you the young lady's own personal testimony of what equine psychotherapy has done in her life.
Being at the ranch has really given me an opportunity to take charge of my life and become a better person. The horses have completely changed my outlook and have helped me build relationships. I didn't think I was worth it. I hid from my story. I hid from my past. I did things that I shouldn't have done. And since I came here, I thought this was going to be just that last piece, but it turned out to be everything that I needed. I don't hide my story anymore. I actually write it down. I want to be able to share it so that someone else who needs a second chance, they'll be able to experience what I experienced here, and they'll be able to make a better life for themselves.
And there you have it. Hopefully now after my speech, you have a better understanding of what exactly equine psychotherapy is, how it works, and the benefits that it provides. In closing, I'd like to leave you with a quote. Horses carry the wisdom of healing in their hearts and offer it to any human who possesses the humility to listen. Thank you.